Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Wisdom International School's digital classroom for mathematics. So children, we are going to start a new chapter today. I hope you have completed your previous chapter cubes and cube roots notes. So we'll start with exponents and powers. So see, when you see a number like this, some number and another number written on top like this, okay? So this number which is written on top is called as the power or exponent, okay? And the number which is written at the bottom is called as the base. Alright, and it's read as a raised to the power of b. So if you have 3 to the power of 4, see I have written the number, the example, it could be read as 3 to the power of 4. Okay, now when I say 3 to the power of 4, it actually means 3 being multiplied 4 times. Alright, and 2 to the power of 2 is 2 being multiplied 2 times. 10 to the power of 3 is going to be 10 being multiplied 3 times, and etc. Okay, now when you have a negative number as a power, you have 10 to the power of minus 1, you can write this 1 by 10. Okay, so what you do is you reciprocate the main base, the base is reciprocated and the power gets a positive number. Understood? So if I want to write this as, again the other way around, you are going to write 1 by 10 will be 10 by 1, which is simply 10. And here there is a 1 over here, because when there is no number we have 1. When you are raising it upward, like when you are reciprocating it, the number always gets a opposite power. Okay, if it's 1, it's going to be negative 1. Understood? Okay, now here 2 to the power of minus 3 could be written as 1 by 2 to the power of 3. So you see, if you have 2 to the power of 3 for example, and I want to reciprocate this, if I reciprocate this, if I do 1 by 2, then the power will become positive, negative power. Okay, it will take the other opposite power. If it's positive 3, it's going to be negative 3. If it's negative 3, it's going to be positive 3. See, now here it was negative 3. So when I did 1 by 2, it became positive 3. If I have positive 3, when I do 1 by 2, it becomes negative 3. Okay, now here 1 by 6 to the power of minus 2, if I want to write it as, see, 1 by 6 is being switched to 6, right? So that's reciprocated. Then the negative will change to positive. Understood? Okay. So a to the power of minus m will be written as 1 by a to the power of m. Okay. So now find the multiplicative inverse of the following. So I'll just do one problem here and show it to you. See, 2 to the power of minus 4 is actually 1 by 2 to the power of 4, right? So the multiplicative inverse of this is going to be 2 to the power of 4. So multiplicative inverse is a number which when multiplied gives you 1 as the answer. Okay. So for 1 by 2, the multiplicative inverse is 2. For 2 by 3, the multiplicative inverse is 3 by 2. So it's the other way around. So 1 by 2, 4 will have a multiplicative inverse of 2 by 4. So 10 to the power of minus 5 is just 1 by 10 to the power of 5. So the multiplicative inverse will be 10 to the power of 5. This is going to be 7 to the power of 2. This will be 5 to the power of 3, and this will be 10 to the power of 100. Okay, so because it's a multiplicative inverse, okay, it just changes the power of the number, I mean the sign of the power of the number. Okay, now expanded form of a number. If you want to write it in an expanded form, earlier when you were in lower classes, you would have learned that if there were just 3 numbers like 235, this 235 is actually written as 200 plus 30 plus 5. This is how it's usually written. But then when you have a decimal point, you will write the decimal. So the number after decimal point will be written as 4 by 10 plus 3 by 100 plus 1 by 1000. Okay, and it will go on. So same way, see here they are asking you to expand the first one, 1025.63, and they are asking you to use the exponents. So this is actually 1000 plus 20 plus 5 plus 6 by 10 plus 3 by 100. Okay, so this could be written as 1 into 10 to the power of 3, because it's 1000, right, plus 2 into 10 to the power of 1, that will be your 20, because it's multiplied by 10. 2 into 20 is, 2 into 10 is 20, right? So just 10 to the power of 1, plus 5 is not multiplied by any 10, so you just write 5 to 10 to the power of 0. Okay, 10 to the power of 0 is going to be just 1, simply 1. So 5 ones are 5. Then this is going to be 6 into 10 to the power of, since the 10 is at the bottom, you will have minus 1 plus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 2, because it's 100, right? So 2 zeros, so minus 2. So similarly, you can write the next question also. Now we are going to learn law of exponents. Okay, so the law of exponents states that the first law, if you have two numbers which have the same power, same base but different powers, and they are multiplied with each other, the dot means multiplication. Okay, it is going to be, the power is going to be added. I will show you an example. Like if you have 3 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 4, let us say, then 3 is same, right? So you will write 3 into 3 to the power of 2 plus 4, which is going to be 3 to the power of 6. Okay, then come to the next one, next rule. If you have the same two numbers divided, like if you have 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 3, let us say. So in this case you will do subtraction. Okay, the 2 will be the same, the common base. This is going to be 5 minus 3, which is going to be 2 to the power of 2 is the answer. Okay, now come to the next rule. If you have, like, let's say 4 to the power of 3, and then there is a bracket and the 2 written on top, and these two numbers actually get multiplied. So you get 4 to the power of 3 into 2, which is 4 to the power of 6. Okay, that's the answer. Now come to the next one. If you have 2 to the power of, let us say 3 into 3 to the power of 3. Now here you see the 3 on top is same, but the base is different, right? The exponent is same, but base is different. So in this case, you will multiply 2 into 3, and the base and the power is going to be 3. So that's going to be 6 to the power of 3. Okay, so a to the power of minus m is equals to 1 by a to the power of m. So we just learned this earlier, right? And here you see any number raised to the power of 0 is always going to be 1. Let us say 100 raised to the power of 0 is also going to be 1. Any big number or small number raised to the power of 0 gives you 1 always. Okay, so now here you look at this. If I have like this, okay, simplify and write in exponential form. Now you see minus 2 and minus 2 are the same powers, right? So I can write it as minus 2 to the power of minus 3 plus minus 4. So that's going to give you minus 2 to the power of minus 3 minus 4, which is equals to minus 2 to the power of minus 7, or I can simply say minus 1 by 2 to the power of minus 2 to the power of 7. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Okay, let me see. This one, p to the power of 3 into. So again I am going to get p to the power of 3 plus minus 10. So that's going to give you p to the power of minus 7, or 1 by p to the power of 7. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. It says 3 to the power of, so write 2 minus 5 plus 6, all up added, right? So since there is a minus 5, just directly put minus 5. So you get 3, 2 minus 5 is minus 3, 6 minus 3 is 3. So this is the answer. Okay. So now come to this question. 1 by 2 to the power of minus 3 could be written as 1 by 2 to the power of minus 3. See, the minus 3 could be written for the whole thing also, because for 1 to the power of minus 3 is going to give you 1 only. Okay. So I can write it as a whole. So this could be, if I want to make this positive, I'll have to switch these two. So 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1 and to the power of 3. So 2 to the power of 3 is actually going to give you 8. Okay. Now come to the next one. 3 by 5 to the power of minus 2. Okay. So here 3 by 5 could be written as 5 by 3. See, I am reciprocating this. When I reciprocating, when I am rotating it upside down, the negative sign becomes positive sign here. See, I get only positive 2. So now I can write this as 5 square and by 3 square. 5 square is 25 and 3 square is 9. So that's how I get this answer. Okay. Now come to this. They may say express 4 to the power of minus 3 as a power with the base 2. So actually 4 to the power of minus 3 has a base of 4. Okay, but they want you to write it as a base of 2. So if I write it in terms of base of 2, I'll have to change the 4 in terms of 2. So I can write 4 as 2 into 2. If I am multiplying 2 times, I can write 2 to the power of 2. So minus 3 is already outside, so that will remain as it is. So it gives you 2 to the power of minus 6, which is 1 by 2 to the power of 6. Okay. Now come to this one. 1 by 8 into 3 to the power of minus 3. Now this I can write it as 1 by 2 cube, because 2 cube is 2 into 2, which is equals to 8. Okay. So 1 by 2 to cube into 3 to the power of minus 3 is equals to, say if I want to write this on top, it gives you 2 to the power of minus 3. So now you see the powers are same. So I can simply write 2 into 3 to the power of minus 3, which is 6 to the power of minus 3, or 1 by 60. Okay. See, 6 to the power of 3 could be written as 6, read as, okay. It's read as 6 cube, alright. That's how you read it. And 6 to the power of 2 is read as 6 square. But other numbers are written as power to the power of, the numbers are said as it is, okay. Only for these two you have this kind of a words being used. Now, learn these properties well. Just as homework, just start the lesson, write the lesson name, and write all these laws of exponents. Okay, see, I'm marking it with green pen. Just write those. Okay, laws of exponents, the first property, second property, and if you want, you write the examples or just write the laws. Okay, but I want the laws to be written. So fourth property, fifth and sixth property, that's it. Okay, and you can just finish it and memorize them well. And that's all for today. In the next session, I'll see you with more on this chapter. So see you next with the next video, inshallah. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.